Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News. Fans, imagine stepping into a room full of strangers, each one smiling, laughing, hoping, but not everyone is playing by the same rules. That's exactly what happened on this week's Golden Bachelor, when Robin gave Mel a warning that left everyone stunned. Some people are here for the wrong reasons. Tonight, we're diving deep into the secrets, the surprises, and the shocking revelations that are shaping this season. And trust me, what you're about to hear will make you question everything you thought you knew about love on reality TV. Robin's words weren't just casual advice, they were a spotlight on something deeper. In the golden glow of the mansion's first evening, she pulled Mel aside, her tone serious, her eyes sharp. Some people are here for the wrong reasons. Those words hit like a thunderclap. Imagine being Mel, excited to meet potential love, but suddenly questioning every smile, every flirtation, every conversation. And it's not just about romantic intentions. Behind the roses and champagne, strategy and ambition lurk. Robin's warning was a reminder. On the Golden Bachelor, appearances can be deceiving, and trust is a currency that must be earned. But who exactly was Robin referring to? And how would Mel navigate this delicate web of charm, competition, and hidden agendas? Stay with me, because what comes next will surprise you. Mel's reaction was priceless and revealing. On one hand, there was gratitude. She recognized the wisdom in Robin's words. On the other hand, a storm of doubt began to brew. Picture Mel, standing by the pool under the stars, replaying Robin's warning in her mind. Every laugh, every compliment, suddenly carried an undertone of suspicion. Could the charming suitor she was drawn to actually be playing a game? This moment captures a universal truth. Even in the most magical settings, we carry our own radar for sincerity. For Mel, it was a test, not of her heart, but of her instincts. And little did she know, the first decision she made after that warning would ignite a chain reaction that would shock both the contestants and viewers alike. Fast forward to the rose ceremony, the moment everyone waits for. Hearts pounding, hands trembling, eyes wide with hope. And then Mel makes her first impression rose choice. But this wasn't just a simple gesture of attraction. It was a statement. A silent acknowledgement that she's paying attention, that she's choosing carefully. And yet, the way the other contestants reacted told us something crucial. Tensions were already simmering beneath the surface. Some faces lit up with joy, others tightened with barely concealed disappointment. Robin's warning echoed in the background. How many smiles are genuine, and how many are strategic? And here's the twist. The person who received that first rose, their response would set the tone for the rest of the season, igniting emotions, rivalries, and unexpected alliances. What happens next is where the drama truly begins. Contestants whisper, alliances form, and some hearts are already breaking. The Golden Mansion, once a place of glamour and laughter, now feels like a chessboard with Mel at the center. Robin's warning isn't just background commentary, it's a lens through which we see the unfolding drama. Every glance, every touch, every conversation carries weight. And for our audience, watching these moments unfold reminds us of a deeper truth. Real connections are rare, and recognizing genuine intentions is more important than ever. And just when you think you understand the dynamics, the unexpected happens. A secret conversation behind closed doors, a hidden tear, and a shocking revelation that threatens to turn the entire house upside down. Who is here for love, and who is here for the wrong reasons? Robin's warning is far from over, and what Mel decides next could change the course of this season
After
forever.
the first impression rose, the energy in the mansion shifted. At first glance, everything seems joyful. The laughter, the toasts, the playful banter. But as any seasoned viewer knows, there's always more beneath the surface. Mel is now acutely aware of Robin's warning. Every smile, every compliment, every gentle touch is analyzed. Who is genuine? Who is strategic? And who might be here simply to play a game? The camera catches subtle moments that often go unnoticed. A glance held a second too long, a smile that falters, a quiet murmur that sparks suspicion. These micro moments tell a story, one that Robin hinted at in her warning. Not everyone in this house has hearts aligned with love. And in that quiet moment, we see the heart of this season. A woman, Mel, navigating the delicate dance between intuition and emotion. Her ability to read people, to discern motives, is as crucial as her capacity to love. And, as viewers, we're reminded that life, much like this mansion, is full of layers waiting to be uncovered. As the evening progresses, alliances begin to emerge. Some contestants gravitate toward each other, drawn by shared values, humor, or perhaps mutual strategy. Others watch quietly, assessing where power and influence lie in this microcosm of romance. Robin's words echo silently in the background of every interaction. Some contestants are clearly here to form genuine bonds. Others, their smiles conceal motives that could reshape the season. And here's the key question: who will stay true to their heart, and who will let ambition dictate their every move? Mel's first impression rose may have seemed simple, but it's already influencing every decision, every conversation, and every connection in the house. In the quiet of the garden, away from cameras and camera's gaze, Mel reflects on Robin's warning. Her mind races with possibilities, doubts, and hopes. Who can she trust? Which connections are genuine? This moment is more than strategy. It's introspection. It's the universal human experience of navigating relationships, discerning true intentions, and protecting one's heart. For Mel, it's a balancing act between openness and caution, vulnerability and wisdom. And just as she gathers her thoughts, a surprise conversation emerges, one that she wasn't expecting. And this is where the drama escalates. A confession, a revelation, a spark of jealousy. These are the moments that will define not just this evening, but the entire season. With the first rose in her hand and a growing awareness of who's genuine and who's not, Mel prepares for the next pivotal moment, the rose ceremony. The stakes are higher, the tension more palpable, and every decision carries weight. Robin's warning is no longer just advice, it's a guidepost. Every smile, every comment, every gesture is filtered through Mel's new lens of discernment. And viewers, we see the seeds of conflict and connection being sown, each one ready to bloom or wither in the coming days. And just when you think you know who's here for love and who isn't, a shocking twist awaits. One contestant's unexpected behavior threatens to turn alliances upside down and leave hearts questioning what's real and what's performance. Who will rise to the occasion? Who will falter? And who is truly here for love? Robin's words are
sun
far
was just
from over.
beginning to set, casting a golden glow across the sprawling mansion. The air was filled with laughter, clinking glasses, and the soft hum of anticipation. For Mel, this wasn't just another evening. It was the start of something extraordinary. And yet, beneath the sparkling exterior, tension quietly simmered. Mel had spent her life believing in the transformative power of love, yet she also knew the risks. She'd been burned before, watched hearts shatter and promises crumble. But here, in the lush gardens of the Golden Bachelor Mansion, hope felt tangible. Every rose, every glance, every whispered word held the potential for connection, but also heartbreak. Enter Robin, the ever-observant, wise, and fiercely honest confidant whose insight into human nature was unparalleled. As Mel laughed with the contestants, Robin approached quietly, her expression serious, her eyes reflecting concern and clarity. "Mel," Robin said softly, her voice cutting through the ambient chatter, "some people are here for the wrong reasons." The words hit Mel like a lightning bolt. She paused mid-laugh, her smile faltering. The mansion's lights seemed dimmer for a heartbeat, as if the universe itself had slowed to underscore Robin's warning. The evening progressed, and Mel knew that the first impression rose was more than just a formality. It was a statement, a declaration of intent. Who would she give it to? Who had already earned her trust, her heart, her attention? Her eyes scanned the room, noting the contestants' expressions. Some were radiant with hope, others carefully measured their smiles, hiding deeper motives. Every laugh, every compliment felt under scrutiny now, filtered through Robin's words. Finally, she chose. A single rose, glimmering in the golden light, was handed over with both gratitude and weighty expectation. The contestant who received it was elated, their eyes sparkling, but even in that joy, a subtle ripple of tension spread across the room. Others whispered, shifted in their seats, and Mel's heart beat faster. It was the first lesson of the season. Even in moments of joy, the shadow of doubt could loom, and as the night unfolded, Mel realized Robin's warning wasn't merely cautionary, it was prophetic. Later, as the mansion settled into the soft tranquility of evening, Mel wandered into the garden. The moonlight danced on the fountain's surface, reflecting the stars above. It should have been a moment of peace, but it was anything but. Every whisper from the house carried through the garden walls. Conversations, laughter, quiet confessions, they all painted a picture that Mel had to decipher. Who was sincere? Who was strategic? Who would crumble when faced with the true test of vulnerability? In that moment, Mel understood the delicate balance of this world. Love here wasn't just about attraction, it was about discernment, courage, and intuition. Every step forward required not just an open heart, but a vigilant mind. And then a movement caught her eye. Two contestants, previously appearing carefree, exchanged a loaded glance. A whispered conversation followed. Mel's pulse quickened. She knew that beneath the surface of charm and smiles, strategy was already at work. Robin's warning reverberated again in her mind. Trust wisely, love cautiously. By the second evening, alliances had begun to form. Some contestants gravitated naturally toward one another, drawn by shared humor, values, or energy. Others, more calculating, watched quietly, gauging influence, observing patterns, measuring every smile. Mel found herself navigating a delicate web. She wanted connection, yet she had to weigh intentions. A single misstep could leave her heart vulnerable or misjudge someone's authenticity. And in the mansion, where emotions ran high and cameras caught every expression, a miscalculation could spread ripples of tension through the entire house. The first hints of rivalry appeared. Subtle glances, veiled compliments, and quiet gestures of jealousy began to surface. Mel realized that the game was as much psychological as it was emotional. Every laugh, every compliment, every shared story was layered with meaning, and Robin's words became a guiding compass. Not everyone here is here for love. One evening, a fire pit was lit on the mansion's terrace, casting dancing shadows across faces eager for connection. Here, the contestants began to reveal pieces of themselves, stories meant to charm, inspire, or perhaps mislead. Mel listened intently, her heart open, but her mind alert. A confession from one contestant revealed vulnerability, honesty, and authenticity. A laugh shared over a memory sparked genuine warmth. But another revelation, subtle yet pointed, hinted at hidden agendas. Mel's instincts screamed caution. Robin's warning had transformed from words into a lens, a perspective through which every interaction was evaluated. Mel began to see patterns. Certain smiles were rehearsed. Certain compliments carried weighty undertones of strategy. Yet, amidst the tension, sparks of connection shimmered. Heartfelt stories, laughter shared under the moonlight, and quiet touches on the hand reminded Mel why she was here. To seek love, to find someone whose heart resonated with hers, even amidst the uncertainty. By the third rose ceremony, tension was palpable. Contestants who seemed poised and charming now displayed cracks in their composure. Friendships strained, rivalries intensified. Mel observed quietly, weighing every gesture, every word. The mansion had become a chessboard, each contestant a player, maneuvering carefully, and every choice carried consequences. It was here that Mel truly grasped Robin's insight. Love, she realized, is not only about giving, but also discerning. Protecting her heart meant recognizing not just who loved, but who sought something else entirely: attention, strategy, or fleeting fame. Amid the games, Mel found solace in quiet conversations, heart-to-hearts that revealed depth, warmth, and sincerity. Laughter under the moon, shared stories by the fountain, and silent glances that spoke volumes reminded her why she was here. It was in these intimate moments that she saw the contrast between authenticity and performance. Genuine connection could not be faked. The heart knows when words are spoken with truth, and Mel, guided by intuition and Robin's warning, began forming the relationships that would matter most. Yet, even in these moments of warmth, the shadow of doubt lingered. Not every smile was real. Not every touch was honest. Mel's journey was a careful dance between hope and discernment, vulnerability and wisdom. Unexpected twists soon surfaced. A contestant's confession in private sparked jealousy in another. Alliances shifted, tensions flared. Mel watched as strategy and emotion collide, reshaping the mansion's dynamics. Every decision, every rose, every glance carried amplified weight. Robin's warning wasn't just a precaution, it was reality manifesting in human form. The contestants' true intentions emerged like shadows in the golden light of the mansion. And through it all, Mel learned to trust not just what was said, but what was felt. Emotional intelligence became her guide, observing authenticity, recognizing subtle manipulation, and following her intuition became her path to surviving the emotional storm. The penultimate evening arrived, bringing revelations that none could have predicted. Secrets spilled in whispers, confrontations unfolded in the living room, and hearts were tested under the scrutiny of love and ambition. Mel faced her toughest decisions yet. Who deserved a rose? Who had proven genuine? And who was there merely for personal gain? Every choice felt like a moral compass, every decision a reflection of her heart's wisdom. Robin's warning rang true more than ever. In this world, love is precious, but so is discernment. To find someone worth her heart, Mel needed courage, not only to open herself to love, but to protect it wisely. In the final hours of the season, clarity emerged. Contestants' true motives were revealed. Some hearts faltered, some connections blossomed, and Mel finally recognized the authenticity she sought. Through laughter, tears, suspense, and revelation, the journey brought her closer to the truth. Love is as much about awareness as it is about passion. By listening, observing, and trusting intuition, she discovered the one whose heart aligned with hers. Robin's warning had not been a harbinger of doom, it had been guidance. Some people are here for the wrong reasons, but those who are here for love shine unmistakably. And as Mel held her chosen rose, the mansion glowed golden, in more than just sunlight. It reflected trust, wisdom, and the triumph of love that had been carefully, courageously earned. Mel's journey reminds us all of a timeless truth. In love, as in life, intentions matter. Observing carefully, trusting wisely, and protecting the heart do not diminish love, they enhance it. Robin's warning echoes beyond the mansion walls. Some people are here for the wrong reasons. It is up to each of us to see clearly, act courageously,